This is the Aldora Devlog. Let us begin. Okay, so for today I have completed all of the quests. Now, if we jump into the game, I actually added pretty much every single quest into the game that was on the sheet that I created the other day. That means that all of the additional quests in the city of Arundir is done. All of the Port of Marith ones are done. And the Warden's Gate one is done as well, along with all of the other little ones, like with tricks, going to be for like your alchemy training, your elementalist parts, and everything to go along with that. You can see that the placeholders are literally just standing here, so we can have a look. Essence binding, bind earth essence to iron sword, and then you can do that with all of these ones. So these ones are the ones that I just placed here because they're going to be for tricks. And then you got return the Fire Lord ashes to Scroll's outpost, as well as you've got a couple over here as well, because you've got Elementalist Thron as well as tricks, and then they're all in this particular area, but you need to build up their areas, so to speak. And potions, you'll need them, is one of the quests. You've got Hubble Bubble for the fire potions that will come in handy later, as well as Seal the Rifts, and then following on to that you've got more coming about with that. I have actually hidden stuff into the mountains as well when it comes towards quests, but I'm not going to show you guys just yet, so we'll just jump over the building right here. We can go over to this one. We'll have to fix out his feet. I don't know why they're doing that. But ships, right? Create a fishing boat. This is with your carpentry profession. Remember, we want to cover every single aspect of the game in the demo. And you get wood. Now, I read that yesterday and I actually had a little giggle to myself because you get wood. Yep. It made me laugh quite a bit when I read it back on the data sheet for everything. When it comes towards like the Port of Marith quest lines are pretty much done. There is another placeholder on my right over there. We'll forget about him because we covered him the other day. And if we have a nice little gander. Now, generally speaking, remember that the plains are going to be used for mainly your hunting quests. You can see the smoke coming off the chimney right now, and we can go into the actual little mini zone here. We can have a look. And we've got another one, which is so you want to fish, which is part of the fishing profession, and then we can run over here and speak to the other one, and then you've got to catch some Zim snappers. So that is a very basic quest for the gathering profession of fishing. And then you've got your hunt quests. You've got one here, which is hunt the Den Mother Marva. You have another one here, which is slay 15 blade spines, as well as the wild thorn deers that you're going to be hunting. Remember, like what I said yesterday, it's going to be like netting worry over in this area because it's more catching, fishing, and all that stuff. I don't want to portray that with this port town. And then if we go in towards the little town hall, you can see that there's another one here, and that is Valarash. Now, Valarash is one that I've actually written about, and he is a kind of like a legend of a black dog. It's like more like a black wolf that only comes out at night and it will hunt you. So you'll have to, once I code him in, as well as the day-night cycle, he'll only spawn when it's nighttime. And then we'll do a nice little mechanic to try and force the nighttime to come faster. So like maybe something like Skyrim where you go into a bed and then you just go to sleep, and then you'll wake up at night. Jumping over towards Old Smithy, we've got him right over here, and this is all set up and ready for everything else. As well as if we jump in towards the city of Arundir once again, we can actually have a look at all of the other different types of bits and bobs that all are about. And we do have one here, which is open your bank, because basically you have your limited slots in your inventory for all of your items. That's cool, that no worries. However, we want them to be able to have storage across all of the capital cities. So if you're in Aronda region, if you're in Karesh, every region will have a bank in its capital city, so to speak, and then you'll be able to access a massive inventory, so then you don't have to hold things when you're going about like chasing around. So if you want to keep hold of a specific spell instead of selling it to the vendor, then you can. Create your iron swords, we covered that one yesterday. And then if we jump out of here, and then we have a couple of additional ones which are up in the top part of the actual game. And then if we jump out, we can actually select this, have a look, and we can go into the Skyward Towers. Now, if I remember right, there's one in this one where we'll speed through and speak to this guy. So this guy will be for one of the specific binding quests for your essences, and then with this big one, you've got the High Lord's Chamber up here. This will need additional details for the Skyward Tower. However, we still need to build out those bridges that connect all of them together with the Skyward Tower. Overall, all of the quests are done. I'm really happy with all of this. So now the question is, we've kind of got to build out all of these sprites and conditions for these quests. We've got them all programmed in, but we need the Orc Warlord over in his position over here. We need to add the vicious biles, which are in the separate region just through the woods over here. And we've got 10 ton. We've got a massive list of different types of things to actually talk about, and I'm really looking forward to it, because at the end of the day, it's building out really, really nicely, and overall, I'm just loving it. At the end of the day, it's just adding out so well, and it's just adding out so well. So if we go into Kernel, we've got the Orc Banner item to actually do, the Warlords, the Vicious Biles, and basically I'm going to be going crazy just creating loads of items and things over the next upcoming days. This will work out quite well, and all in all, I really hope to actually get started. I really want to do those Vicious Biles first. I'm more excited about making those first, so might just have to do that. I do, however, want to redo the attack animations for the orcs, because I feel as if they're a bit crappy. So we'll do that from scratch, and then we'll go from there. Other than that, that is pretty much everything I have to say for today. I really hope that you like it overall, and we can then start implementing the literal stuff to actually complete said quests. Other than that, that is everything for today. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.